What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. You know, guys, it's like almost a crime to talk about certain celebrities or athletes. One is LeBron James, okay? Talking about LeBron James will almost get you assassinated. All right, it was almost like talking about Jordan in the 90s. It's just, you don't do that, right? I also found out that in the gospel world, talking about Kiki Sheard will also get you threatened. Like, that's one of the celebrities I know never to make a video about, because I had Christians that was praying for me and threatening me at the same time. Like, yeah, God bless you, but if you ever come to Detroit, you know, I'm not even afraid to go back because of that, right? Beyonce, the Beehive, they'll get you. But I honestly believe that Rihanna has even a bigger following than that. All right. Rihanna, I don't really like Rihanna's music in comparison to, let's say, Beyonce. Of course, we know that Rihanna, you know, Mary J is way better than her. But, you know, Rihanna has a more of an international appeal and things like that. And she's a better brand than Mary J. But Rihanna is not a great performer, even if she wasn't pregnant, right? That's not what she does, all right? Rihanna is a subpar performer, average at best. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. And it doesn't help that she's pregnant. So she's performing at the Super Bowl. Many people thought that her performance sucked. I didn't watch Super Bowl, but she was on the Oscars, right? Again, pregnant, people felt that the performance also was terrible. So this is 0 for 2. And I've noticed that everybody is defending Rihanna's poor performance. And this is something I want to talk about. This is something that's really big in Black America, right? Rihanna's a billionaire. And the fact that Rihanna is a billionaire is really marvelous. I mean, Fenty makeup, whoever thought about that, it's marvelous, like great, right? And to be fair, she's so savvy and she has a great team. Rihanna doesn't need to sing anymore. She's wonderful at what she does, right? But when Rihanna can lead A$AP Rocky, y'all don't have no problem with that. She's doing her thing. But now when Rihanna is not doing something that's subpar, you make excuses for her. And this is something that I understand, that this is something about Black women in particular. Whenever the Black woman is making a mistake, there's an excuse. When she's excelling, let's take all the credit for it. And then it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I've been noticing this. And again, Rihanna could have a poor performance and everything like that. But now, the question is, how unfair is that? Listen, if Rihanna can't perform because she's pregnant and she won't give her best performance, guess what, Rihanna? Don't perform. You're pregnant with your second child, don't perform. Because when Rihanna is still making Fenty a great brand when she's pregnant, it don't matter, right? When Rihanna's everything else is doing good, despite all these adversities, it don't matter. But when Rihanna can't deliver, there's a scapegoat all the time. But now when you want the man to be accountable, he ain't got no scapegoat. In no shape or form. And you guys, if you think about it, a lot of things that happen in the celebrity world is just what's happening in Black America. It's just if you think about it, there's really no difference. Look at Angela Bassett, for example. Angela Bassett can go out there and act a plum fool. You didn't win, okay? So let me not show no sportsmanship. And then when you see these kids that come out and they act like that at the basketball courts, or they have no sportsmanship on the court, you think that they just made that up. No, they see their mamas doing it, or their daddy's doing it, because that's being taught at the house. You see, y'all gonna stop playing with me. I'm gonna break all this stuff down that you see. We make excuses for women when they're not successful, but when women are successful, y'all will throw it in these guys' face every time. That's why y'all ain't educated like us. That's why you ain't got nothing. That's why I'm doing this. And that's why I'm doing that. And at the same time, you can't find somebody, it's the man's fault. You can't perform. Oh, well, you know what? It's because I'm tired. It's because I gotta work. Well, you can't be submissive. It's just because I ain't found nobody to submit to yet. You can't perform because I'm pregnant. Okay, well then let somebody else do it. Because when you're being successful in spite of. You're delivering in spite of. But then when you can't deliver, well, this is the reason why I can't deliver. And I'm gonna just say this as an African American brother. You know, a lot of us we get tired of this discrepancy, right? It's for most of us as black men, we see it as being unfair and disingenuous. American men in general, and then you wonder why. And I don't think Rihanna has anything to do with this. You know, it's just what people are saying about it. But then when you wonder why these guys don't want to deal with America anymore, it's just like you're in a situation where you can't win. Because if you're to be like Stephen A. Smith pretty much said, look, Rihanna is not a good entertainer like Beyonce for the Super Bowl. I will hope that she brings her A game. Do you know what they did to Stephen A. Smith? He had to immediately apologize. But what he said after looking at her performance, even if she wasn't pregnant, there's no way Rihanna's better than Beyonce. Let's just be real. And Mary J. Blige, despite being a terrible dancer, is a hell of a performer, even in her 50s. Mary J. Blige is the truth. Rihanna's not even at that level. But you know, you can't criticize the fact like, hey, this lady, you know, she's underperforming. Like, despite it all, like we keep seeing you do all. I mean, you know, it's equality, right? Like you keep telling us that you can do this. So when guys expect you to do it and you can't do it, then if somebody talks about it, they're misogynist and they're everything else, and you know, all type of other things that just don't make any sense. And then it really disappoints a lot of men. And these are the unfair advantages that women have. Like, women have the ability to, when things are bad, I did that and you didn't do it, right? But if I failed when I couldn't do it, it's your fault. It's your fault. And guys are sitting around like, what is this? This don't make no sense. And it doesn't. If Rihanna is a person and she couldn't perform very well, listen, it's like, okay, you're pregnant, you still gotta get the job done. If you can't do it, let somebody else who can do it. End of story. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Pretty sure for all that you do, subscribe to the bell. We're out.